TTPS to assist with reintegrating deportees into society. Candlelight vigil for man killed in police encounter. Watson Duke is suggesting a Tobago referendum framework, and rainy season raises a red flag at Studley Park landfill. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 26th May 2025. To top story this evening. 15 male and 2 female Trinidad and Tobago nationals met a far sterner reception than recent parliamentary dignitaries when they touched down at Piaco International Airport. They are the latest group to be deported from the United States under a wave of aggressive immigration crackdowns from the Trump administration. 15 returnees were allowed to go free, while 2 were taken into custody on outstanding pre-migration warrants. Reporter Joel Green-George tells us more.
Deportees were received by Special Investigations Unit officers and officials from the NGO Vision on Mission. Minister of Defense Wayne Sturge outlined their multi-pronged approach to addressing the issue of receiving deportees.
We had meetings this week, first of all, with Vision on Mission, and having regard to concerns they expressed, we decided to invite 3 stakeholders, namely the Chief of Defense Staff, the SIU head, Superintendent Edwards, and the Chief Immigration Officer, with a view to ensuring that the debriefing and transition goes smoothly.
This deportation flight is the second wave. The first wave took place in March, and over 1,100 more deportees are expected. Of those who were allowed to go free, 3 are housed at Vision on Mission's Wallerfield Center, while the remaining 12 have been accommodated by relatives. Many struggle to cope with being separated from their children and loved ones. Vision on Mission has stepped in, offering housing, trauma counseling, legal aid, and job training to the detainees. CEO Giselle Chan says deportees deserve a second chance. Jewel Green-George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service says it is working closely with key agencies to assist in the resettlement of those 17 individuals recently repatriated from the United States. The return carried out during a coordinated multi-agency operation early Saturday morning and led by Senior Superintendent Edwards of the Special Investigations Unit has raised public concern. In response, the TTPS has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring a smooth and structured reintegration process. Deputy Commissioner of Police for Intelligence and Investigations, Suzette Martin, stated that the TTPS is partnering with the Immigration Division and Vision on Mission to responsibly support the individual's transition back to society. She said this process will be guided by ongoing assessments to ensure the right interventions and support systems are in place. She added that the TTPS will remain focused on maintaining public safety and order throughout the process. The siblings of Ronald Marcel of Bethel, who was fatally shot by police, will be hosting a candlelight walk for justice on Thursday at 6 p.m. They're calling for the police officer in question to be held accountable for their brother's death, alleging that the officer used his weapon to his advantage. Marcel will be buried on Saturday, 31st May 2025. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet here. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but I have the cousin Tufina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me picnic them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trade Springer down by the page down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people, them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trade Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Saving up to go. Anything we not backing down, like a bomb we ready to explode. Ain't gonna wait until my back against the wall. Ain't gonna.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Welcome back. At a press conference earlier today, the Progressive Democratic Patriots addressed issues concerning Tobagonians' right to self-determination and recommended a Tobago referendum framework. Aliyah Balgobin tells us more.
PDP's deputy political leader Curtis Douglas has declared his solidarity with Tobagonians, including the fisherfolk. He stressed the urgent need for their voices to be heard and underscored the importance of listening to communities, especially those whose livelihoods are directly impacted by national decisions.
I would not stand by idly where I see the leadership and the responsibility of Tobago being handed down like a baton from a relay from one to the next, and the runners are not Tobagonians. I would not stand by and let that happen. Either you are part of the solution or you are the problem.
Political leader Watson Duke discussed creating a framework for Tobago referendum aimed at empowering Tobagonians to determine their own political future. He emphasized the importance of granting Tobagonians the right to self-determination and stressed the need for a clear, structured process to ensure their voices are heard.
The development of a Tobago referendum framework grounded in constitutional and legislative reform. This framework should 1. amend the Constitution of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago to provide for the legality of referendums. 2, be supported by a referendum act outlining how, when, and by which bodies referendum can be conducted.
Meanwhile, Duke congratulated Melanie Roberts Rajman on her appointment as opposition senator.
Is a hero. Who else would be a hero if I'm not? My students have all matured, and congratulations to them. They are now holding their own. They are now pursuing politics under different lights, and I congratulate Melanie Roberts Rajman on being a PNM senator I saw.
Roberts Rajman, an attorney at law, was once a member of the PDP and even contested a seat at the THA elections under that party. Alia Balgobin, Tobago Updates Television News.
Adults can now benefit from formal educational classes offered by the Division of Education, Research and Technology. Speaking on our morning program earlier today, technical advisor at the division, Anna Natasha II, gave details about the recently launched Community Impact Program catered to adult learning. Kimberly Mitchell tells us more.
Anne Natasha II, Technical Advisor at the Division of Education, Research and Technology, explained that many people would be familiar with Project Impact, an initiative introduced to tackle the significant learning loss caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Over the past 3 years, the project has implemented data-driven strategies to help bridge critical gaps in education.
What everybody would be familiar with is Project Impact. So that was a response to the learning loss that was experienced during the COVID-19 pandemic. We would have had 3 years of intervention based on the data and the research. So we looked at remedial students for the first 2 years, and last year we introduced one cohort of accelerated students.
However, a startling revelation was made after further research was done.
What we would have noted from research gathered was that a number of parents within the communities could not support their students, their children, in terms of helping them with their home assignments and so on, because they lack that kind of education themselves.
Hence, the Community Impact Program was launched so that individuals who left school without completing their studies could get a second chance.
So what Community Impact is an opportunity for persons who left school without completing their qualifications, some persons who never learned how to read and do not understand numeracy, etc., to have that opportunity. It's their time to come out and engage in teaching and learning processes.
The program also includes elderly engagement, life skills training, and computer literacy, creating a well-rounded approach to adult education and personal development.
We're going to be looking at different groups of persons, those who need to learn how to read, to do numeracy, those who want to complete CSEC math and English. We have an elderly engagement section, and then we have other curriculum elements such as life skills, and we also look at computer literacy.
Right. She acknowledged that fear of mathematics is widespread, making it essential to first address and shift that mindset as a crucial step in the learning process. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Tobago, this is your chance to lock in the brunch experience of the summer. Sun up.
Real bad girl, get nasty.
The brunch inclusive edition, the ultimate party in the East, where vibrant flavors, refreshing cocktails, and electrifying vibes collide. It's happening on Saturday, July 5th from 3 p.m. at Deltec Compound, Argyle. Bring your coolers, bring your crew, and brunch, sip, and vibe in style. This is the flavorful escape you've been waiting for. Grab your tickets now at Barcode, Pablo Supermarket, Lost Restaurant and Lounge, Deltec Compound, and committee members. Sun up! It's more than a brunch, it's an experience.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome back. In a fiery post-cabinet briefing last Thursday, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar reignited debate over the future of the long-dormant UWI South campus in Penal Debe, declaring that the Faculty of Law will be moved there and warning the university not to stand in the way. Reporter Jewel Green-George tells us more.
Prime Minister Persad-Bissessar, who led the construction of the $499 million campus during her 2010 to 2015 administration, criticized UWI's current plan to launch a global school of medicine on the site in August 2025. She dismissed the move as unsanctioned and accused UWI of ignoring the original vision, a dedicated law faculty serving southern and central communities. The UWI says the medical school will help generate foreign exchange and boost Trinidad and Tobago's visibility in global education. But Persad-Bissessar has made it clear that's not the government's plan.
That campus will house what the government says it will house. The administration will have no say in that. They cannot dictate to us what they want to put.
The Debe campus has long been controversial, with plans for it to house a new faculty of law, scrapped in 2018 after protest by staff and students the year before. Speaking at UWI's 2025 annual council meeting on May 2nd, Vice-Chancellor of UWI, Sir Hilary Beckles, originally expressed optimism about renewed support under a Kamla Persad-Bissessar administration, citing her past investment in higher education.
Just 10 years ago, Prime Minister Bissessar of Trinidad and Tobago the government had made that investment of 100 acres of land at Pinal de Bay and $100 million US to develop that infrastructure.
Minister of Energy Dr. Rudal Munilal recently called 75% of the UWI Deby campus derelict, sparking a social media response from UWI showing refurbished buildings and ready lecture halls. The university maintains that core academic spaces are prepared, with phased restoration planned for other areas. This exchange is the latest in a long-running debate over the campus's future. Minister of Tertiary Education and Skills Training, Professor Prakash Persad, stated that investigations are underway to clarify land ownership and governance of the Deby campus. A UEDCOT-led committee will assess the campus and review how public funds were used. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Following the launch of the Community Care Program initiative under TADCO last Thursday, on Friday they distributed food packages to selected households. The 6-month initiative will see the delivery of monthly packages of fresh, locally grown food to selected households across Tobago. It's a collaborative effort between the division and agencies TADCO and the Tobago Agri-Technology Services Limited, alongside the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection and the Tobago Regional Health Authority. Boxes were filled with produce like cassava, lettuce, watermelon, tomatoes, chicken, eggs and plantain sourced from more than 70 Tobago farmers and agro-processors. The Community Care Program aims to support vulnerable households and boost the local agricultural economy by investing in Tobago's food producers. All primary schools in Tobago will be closed on Tuesday, May 27, 2025, to facilitate an AI in Education sensitization session for teachers. The initiative, hosted by the Ministry of Education in collaboration with the Division of Education, Research and Technology, aims to integrate innovative technologies into the classroom. Schools will reopen on Wednesday, May 28th. The weather report is up next. Stay with us.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there, down in Tobago.
The preliminary round of the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy Competition Folk Presentation 2025 is set to unfold in Tobago this weekend. The cultural showcase will take place at the Mason Hall Secondary School on Friday, May 31st and Saturday, June 1st. For 2 days, the stage will come alive with rhythm, storytelling, and spirited performances as participants from across the island compete in this celebrated cultural tradition. Admission is free, and the public is invited to experience the vibrancy and artistry that define the Best Village legacy. Now for a look at the weather forecast from the T&T Met Office. Tonight you can expect fair but hazy conditions apart from a few brisk showers. Tomorrow, dull, hazy and breezy conditions are expected despite a few light moderate showers occurring. Nighttime will be fair but hazy apart from a brief shower at times. Tonight's temperature will drop to about 26 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, daytime temperatures will reach up to 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Sea conditions are expected to be moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:42 and the sunset at 6:23. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of our headlines. The TTPS to assist in reintegrating deportees into society. Candlelight vigil for man killed in police encounter. Watson Duke is suggesting a Tobago referendum framework. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.